That res judicata. Yeah. hmm I spent some time last night really thinking about this whole idea. Yeah. Of what is known as of final and conclusive. Yes. It must be final and conclusive in the court which pronounced it. Yes. Now, a lot of attorneys disagree with me, and I think that's okay. Yes. They would say this is not applicable to the court orders that have been issued in Clallam and Jefferson County. Yes. But my competence, yes, is very important to me in all foreign courts. Yes, because they talk about the international jurisdiction of competence. Yeah. See, just reading this Wikipedia definition, the adjudicating court must be satisfied. Not that the foreign court bears jurisdiction under its own rules. Yes. But whether, in the eyes, yes, of the adjudicating, the English court, that the foreign court has international jurisdiction of competence. Yes. The international jurisdiction of competence. Yes. Now, you said that I was incompetent. Pow! That's what you said. I was not able to assist in my own defense. Yes. I was incompetent to stand trial. Yeah. But I kind of think that I am competent. I'm competent enough to start a lobbying firm. Yes. I'm competent enough to employ individuals to work for me. Yes. And as expensive as you think it would be to start one of these little lobbyist firms, yeah, it's a desk and a chair. Yes. It's some individuals that belong to a bar association. Yeah. And it's the necessary paperwork to register as a lobbyist. It really doesn't sound that complicated. Yeah. I think I'm competent to do it. Yes. And then I gave you a screen print yesterday in that email, and a lot of people said, "Well, why'd you put that there?" Yes. These primary dealers, they have to fill out some forms. When I was a financial consultant, I was able to open new accounts. Oh. I filled out all kinds of forms. I had 1,200 clients, and each client had about three or four forms. Yeah. Probably 5,000 forms. In fact, I once was told by an individual in compliance when I worked at WM Financial when I first got going. Yes. He said, perfect paperwork. You make sure that every I is dotted. Yes. Every T is crossed. Yes. And you fill out all the necessary boxes to make sure that it is compliant. Yeah. Well, from then on, I made absolutely sure that every form that I filled out was compliant. Yes. So that I didn't have any problems with compliance. Yes. Now, the primary dealers, to me, they look like these individuals that have to fill out a form, what could be every day or every week. Yes. Where it says here, to the best of my knowledge, yeah, the report has been prepared in conformity, yeah, with the instructions issued by the Federal Reserve Bank, yeah, Federal Reserve Bank, New York, and is accurate. Oh, see, this is all about having perfect paperwork. Yes, it is. That the individual that fills this out says that I'm responsible for the internal controls over the reporting of the data in this report and believe that these controls are effective. This is another way of saying compliance. Yes. I have employed somebody to look at every form that I signed. Yes. Making sure, yes, that the effective controls of the individual primary dealer banks, yes, are effective at making sure that every form filled out is correct. Now, these internal controls, known as compliance, are designed to ensure the accuracy of this data. Yes. Monitored and reviewed by audit or compliance staff. There it is, right there, compliance staff. And assessed regularly by management of the named institution. See, these institutions known as primary dealers. Yes, I can name an institution. Yes. I could call it Harlan. Yes, for Harlan, Ohio, or Indianapolis, or wherever that is. Yes. Harlan, see, it's not that difficult. Yes. A lot of these reports that you have to fill out, I agree to report any material deficiencies. Now, in these internal controls and any inaccuracies in data already reported to the Federal Reserve Bank of New York. Yes, yes, yes. And then there's a required signature. Now, dealers are only required to submit a copy of this attestation with the last as of date of each year. Oh, now this is the year end report. Yes, it is. And then you have what's known as the name of the person, right? Their signature. Oh. And then there's the Federal Reserve Bank of New York, 33 Liberty Street, New York 10045. Could you call their fax number for me in each and every Federal Reserve Bank of the United States? See, it looks like you fax these into 212-720-5030. Yes. Or you fax it to 646-720-5030. And it's nice that they give you two fax numbers. I mean, it seems somewhat redundant. A lot of fax machines, they have internal memory in them. Yes. Let's say I went through all of these different forms that you fax into the Federal Reserve Bank of New York for approximately the last 30, 35 years. Yeah. Every signature of each of these fax machines at 33 Liberty Street, New York, 10045. And I looked at the signature. Now, this is Form 2004ABC. Now, it looks like SISDWIFAFBFC and FM. See, it's really nothing being one of these banks. Yes, it's a form. You fill it out once a year. You fax it in. You attest to the information being correct for the whole year. That's right, Jerome. Now, give me the fax machines in every Federal Reserve Bank of the world. Yes, and the all the fax signatures. See, I thought, yes, let's say I was a trillionaire. No, let's say I was, and I wanted to borrow some money from any of these Federal Reserve banks, and I thought, well, I'll use my name recognition. I'd walk into any nation of the world that has a Federal Reserve Bank. I'd borrow X number of $1 billion from you. Well, that's what the billionaires do, isn't it? That's what the